Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Tony Plays The Binding of Isaac. Hope everyone's doing good, everyone's chilling, going about their day nice and lovely. Today, we will be taking on, I think, a tainted character. Tainted Maggie! Sounds good. We're gonna be taking on Tainted Maggie. We're just gonna see what happens. Anyways, hope y'all are doing well. I'm doing fine, honestly, chilling. Enjoying my nice and lovely Saturday evening. I do enjoy me a good and nice classic Saturday. Hopefully y'all can say the same. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Nothing much crazy going on besides I did play a little bit of Arc Raiders. Remember I had mentioned I was gonna be playing that, and I, like, you know, I'm just kind of like not really the biggest extraction shooter fan, truth be told. Something about that genre, it not rubs me the wrong way, but just the way that I understand how it works and whatnot, it kind of scares / worries me, because I mean it's stressful to lose on it's stressful to lose out on like really good items you had, you know what I mean? But I will say, all right, I'll be 100% honest with y'all, I did in fact play Arc Raiders playtest yesterday. And I'm gonna be completely real, I'm gonna keep it a giant stack with y'all. I thought it was actually insanely fun. I know, kind of crazy to say, especially considering how adamantly against it I was off rip. But I'm being genuine when I say this, it was an insanely fun time to play Arc Raiders. And I was playing a little bit earlier today as well. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna say the same thing, man. It was exciting. It was thrilling to play Arc Raiders, bro. It's something about that game. It's the extraction shooter formula, bro. Gets my heart pumping just a little bit to make it, you know, a tad bit interesting. You feel me? And I'm gonna keep it a stack with you, bro. All right, please come out. There you go. It's got me excited. It's got me excited for the full game. I'm not sure if I will cop the full game. I'm aware extraction shooters kind of whole deal are just like, you know what I mean? It's just that sense of, where are we going? Let's go, mother. What are you doing? Hanging around? Sorry, it's quoting SpongeBob. It's not even real SpongeBob, it's a stupid dumb meme. Oh, you know, just hanging around. But I'm gonna be so real with you, bro, alright? I'm well aware, trust me. I am very much well aware of the, not trap, but the way those kind of games work out, you know what I mean, bro? Like, I'm familiar, there's no story, I shouldn't expect anything in that aspect. If I'm gonna be real, it kind of boils down to like, extraction shooters are very, what's the word I'm thinking of? Let's skip the item room because the damage is going to be way worth it more from Red Stew. Like, what's the word I'm thinking of, man? There's no story. All of the fun / experience that you will be feeling when playing an extraction shooter is solely in how much fun you have with the game itself, or like fun you have with friends, you know what I mean? But in risky, but in actuality / how it works, you know what I mean? The game is fun. There's no story, but that's okay. It's kind of, you're kind of really only playing it for like the thrill of the gameplay. You feel me? You know what I mean? At least that's why I am playing this extraction shooter game. There you go. That is the perfect time to get it, man. Oh my god, out of any time to get an Eternal Heart, that is like numero uno. And also, bam, cop that black candle, baby. That was pretty primo. That was pretty primo. Pretty not bad. But yeah, genuinely, like I was saying before, I'm well aware extraction shooters aren't carried by gameplay or whatever, but that's essentially the whole gist. You know what I mean? The gameplay is what's gonna keep me coming back to want to play / enjoy the game. And I gotta say, having experienced a little bit, I'm aware it's that gambler mentality, you know, I've described it before, where you are essentially just, the thrill of the game, the excitement is from the thrill of what loot can I get / will I make it out safely this time, you know what I mean? Or will I die in a random gunfight? But the gunfights are very fun. To keep it a complete stack with y'all, the gunfights are insanely fun. It's free. It's honestly, the entire game is just pretty good. I was thoroughly surprised. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is gonna be a weird thing to say. Because of how much fun I was having on Arc Raiders, playing with friends, it has me excited for Marathon. Because once again, I'm not hating Marathon. I'm not thinking the game's gonna be DOA. I don't want the game to be DOA. I want the game to thrive and succeed. Playing Arc Raiders was a good, jolly old time, but it's got me thinking, I know Arc Raiders is this good, it's pretty fun with friends. I'm hoping Destiny, you know, Bungie, the people who made Destiny, the game that in my opinion has some of the best gunplay in any video game ever, I think / I know they can make an extraction shooter and they can make it worth it / fun. I know they can. So that is, it's weird. It's, even though I'm playing Arc Raiders and it's a very fun game, I am very excited for Marathon, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. Maybe deep down I shouldn't be. Deep down it should be, Tony, or if you're genuinely excited for Marathon, be prepared to get the biggest slap in the face of your life. You know, maybe that might be the proper way to look at it. I don't know. But to me right now, the way I'm looking at it is, this game is fun, this game is solid. It can pave the way for Marathon to come out and be good and fun, you know? Maybe. I don't really know. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, for the most part, I was having a good time with it. Very surprising. I never thought to be the one to mess with extraction shooters. Granted, as y'all are aware, I do enjoy me some shooter games, you know what I mean? I talk about COD Zombies all the time. I talk about Destiny a pretty decent amount. I am a active shooter enjoyer, essentially. However, the one instance, the one thing I will say is that I do enjoy me good shooter games. I enjoy me personally even more really well-made sci-fi shooter games, way more than I will enjoy any single regular shooter. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I love COD World at War. I love Black Ops 1. I love Black Ops 2. I love their multiplayer. I love their zombies and whatnot. But if you told me, Tony, like, you know, take it multiplayer / campaign, you telling me, Tony, you want to play Call of Duty or Halo? I'm taking Halo. 10 times out of 10, I'm gonna be so real with you. Because it's just something about that sci-fi aspect, you know what I mean, man? The whole space marine, but not in a Warhammer kind of way, you know what I mean? It's so cool, bro. It's so sick. I'm a huge fan of that, what's it called, dude? I'm a huge fan of that sci-fi stuff. Destiny, oh my goodness, man. Any other MMO out there, I have given it some fair shake. Some of them I do enjoy, some of them are kind of like, ugh. But one thing I can for surely 100% say is that Destiny, being a sci-fi MMO shooter, it already pretty much had a place in my heart as I'm fucking with it, bro. You know what I mean? As I'm vibing with this. By default, bro. It had that hard coded in essentially. You know what I mean? Literally had that entire thing hard coded into it, just because it was sci-fi. Be damned, it was also made by Bungie. You know what I mean? It's the fact that it carried that sci-fi look to it, bro. That's what had me like falling in love. I'm gonna be so real, you know? That one time I saw, I think I'm falling in love. This time I think it's for real. How can I tell you? I'm gonna be so real with you, bro. That's how it got me feeling, unironically. I think playing a game like Destiny, the sci-fi aspect, I think I'm falling in love. Ooh, you blew me up, you loser. Succubus. Bye-bye. Was it worth it? I mean, it's Succubus. Succubus is a really good item. I think it was. But just, man, I love Destiny. Man, I love sci-fi. And that's probably why I'm gonna be so real with you. I really wasn't a fan too much of Tarkov because it's got like that anchor of realism in it, you know? But Arc Raiders does have a sense of some sci-fi to it. Marathon even more. I'm gonna be so real with you. I know people, I've already made a video on this, never mind. I was gonna say I know people are gonna misinterpret this, but no, I've already made a video on it. If you want more clarification, bro, I don't know, find it. I'm sorry, I don't remember what video it was. But essentially, I absolutely love Marathon's art style. Now, it itself was not plagiarized. There was just some art pieces that were plagiarized, but the entire art style has been in creation for over a multitude of years. And in my opinion, it looks absolutely phenomenal. I think Marathon's art style is truly something super unique, and it's what caught my eye instantly about the extraction shooter itself. Then the alpha came out, people weren't too impressed, and also in general, people aren't really that hard on extraction shooters. Granted, some things have changed. From what I'm aware of, there have been multiple new betas / closed alphas and whatnot. And from what I know, it is a little bit, it's looking a little bit up, you know what I mean? It's looking a little bit better. More people are actually saying, you know, or into Marathon now as a game. More people are into that extraction shooter Marathon. Whether everything at the end of the day is gonna turn out to be good and dandy, I don't know, bro. You know what I mean? We don't know. We have to wait. But from what I know, Marathon has gained itself a little more, a little bit more trust among the people. The people that have played it, I should say. Because that is one thing I will say about Marathon personally that I have not been enjoying about it, is it feels like every beta, alpha, closed test or whatever has been pretty much just that, a closed alpha, closed beta. The game is coming out, I mean, when is it it's coming out next year. That's not to essentially say like, oh, where's my beta at, bro? You know, where's my game at, bro? But if I'm gonna keep it a stack, man, you know, where is it? I do want at least some form of playable update that I can actually see and get my hands on, open to the public, you know what I mean? Because you can go off what anyone else says in a beta or whatever, you know, you can go off, oh, everyone else says it's so good, but in order for me to get the truest form, the truest opinion, like, you kind of got to just play it yourself, you know what I mean? But it really doesn't seem like that has been happening. I'm gonna be so real with you. From what I know also, there is a Can I talk about it? I think I can. I'm not under NDA, at least not yet, you know. But from what I know, there is going to be another marathon closed beta or alpha. And from my knowledge, it will be under NDA. So if you play it, you know, you cannot tell anyone. People cannot know that you have played this. And I just want to say, if I do play it, you know, I will keep my NDA, obviously, because it's like, you know, that's required of me. You feel me? It's required of me for me to keep my NDA in that sense. So like, I'd 100% keep NDA, bro, you know? I'd 1000% keep NDA if I was accepted into that closed beta. But, all right, huge but on the end here. Will I? I don't know. Will I actually get in? I don't know. You know what I mean? And that's the issue, bro, is that there's another beta going on. It's NDA'd, but it's like, okay, where's my game? You know what I mean, bro? Like, come on, man. Can there be an open beta anytime soon? Granted, I think Arc Raiders is supposed to come out later this month, and literally like 2 weeks beforehand, it's getting its open beta, which is what I've been playing, the playtest. I'm pretty sure, at least. Let me look it up. Arc Raiders release date. Arc Raiders release. October 30, yeah. It is currently October 18th. Yesterday, October 17th was the first day of the public playtest from what I'm aware. Literally 2 weeks beforehand. 2 weeks before the game launches, we get a public beta. Or a public playtest. You know, what does that mean? What does that tell you? Although, from what I remember, this is just another public playtest. I believe a few months back, there was also, once again, another actual public beta that had happened. And that is what kind of put Arc Raiders on the map for me initially. Was I saw that there was this other public playtest thing happening for the game, and that's where I heard people initially talk about it. Now, will Marathon follow suit, or is Marathon gonna keep that same sense of we're keeping this thing completely under wraps by everyone and anyone that touches and interacts with it? This thing has to be kept under wraps at literally all times. No one can know / hear about what's happening, and we're just gonna have to wait and see. You know what I mean? We just gonna have to wait and see when the game comes out, I guess, to give our full opinion. I don't want that to happen. I'm gonna be so real with you. All right, to keep it a complete stack, I don't want that to happen. I'm not necessarily against the concept of waiting like a decent amount of time for like a public or open beta. I'm gonna be real with you. There's nothing wrong with that inherently. What there is an issue is this game that has already had a rocky / troubled news with it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be completely real, and trust me, I ain't the only one. Marathon isn't exactly a shining star in the public's name with the entire fiasco regarding the plagiarized art, and just 2, the fact that it's so silent on their end regarding any updates and whatnot. It's not like people are clawing, gnashing their teeth, begging to be let into, you know, this, you know, the public perception of Marathon ain't exactly in the limelight right now. It's not exactly in the spotlight for good behavior. And so I feel like if the game is good, or if the game is getting better from what people who have played have been saying, if the game is getting better, then let us play it, bro, please. Local guy who just wants to play a game really bad but can't because the company doesn't do anything, you know? Just like, come on, man. I just want Marathon to be good. Arc Raiders has got me low-key on the extraction shooter train, you know? I'm a supporter now. I need Marathon to take me up. I need Marathon to swoop me up. You know what I mean, bro? Arc Raiders showed me the way, and I need, what's it called? If Arc Raiders showed me the way, I need Marathon to essentially be like, all right, here you go, you know? This is the real, this is the real shit you've been missing. Will that happen? I don't know. You know what I mean, bro? I don't know. I honestly, I haven't a clue. On if it will happen or not. But only one way to find out is just wait and see. We're just gonna have to wait and see what comes out of their camp, what comes out of Bungie's camp in regards to Marathon news and whatnot later down the line, because it seems to be not really much or nothing really right now. I don't know, bro. You know what I mean? I just don't know. I just don't know, bro. Will it be good? Will it not be good? I don't have the answer. And I feel like neither does Bungie at the moment. I feel like no one got the answer. It's literally just a matter of only time will tell on what's gonna happen. I don't know, bro. But yeah, I had me a good time. Genuinely, at the end of the day, I did have me a really fun / good time playing Arc Raiders. I might cop it when it fully comes out at the end of the month. Honestly, not really too sure. Just because, I don't know. I don't mind playing the game. The game's very fun, you know. I've given it many praise. However, I'm just not really sure how to feel about adding another game to the collection. You know what I mean? If another, you know what? No, I probably most definitely will if another friend of mine gets it. It's the friend that I was talking about how we were playing Tarkov together. If he gets it, then honestly, there's a good chance I'm probably gonna get it too. Just because, one, we don't have many games that we play together. I feel like I haven't played a game with him in low-key forever. So, one, if he gets it, that gives me and him another game we have in common to have fun and play. And two, if he gets it and he enjoys it, then that's a sign, you know what I mean? If a Tarkov player is playing it and they're enjoying it, that's a sign that the game is probably doing solid. I don't know. You know what I mean? Only time, truly, I say this, I mean it. Only time will tell what's gonna end up essentially being Marathon's fate. Will it come out on top and essentially show the world, prove to everyone, hey, we had a bit of a rough start, we had some rocky news, but we are here to stay and make a name for ourselves in the extraction shooter genre. Hopefully bringing in many people and hopefully just overall being a good game. Or will it flop? You feel me? Only time can tell. Shaking my head, bro. Truly, at the end of the day, only time can tell. I don't know, we'll see. Anyways, I've been having a blast, you know? I feel like I ain't spoke on the run a lot. I'm gonna be so real with you. I feel like I have not spoken on this run like little to, if at all. Let's keep it that way, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, oh my god, also, another thing, actually. So, I remember y'all. Remember how a little bit ago I was talking about how Mr. Charlie, aka Moist Critical, had a video where he was essentially rating every single Resident Evil game and whatnot? Well, myself, I personally decided, F it, we ball. Let's let's play football. Let's give more of a college try or whatever, you know what I mean? AKA, I kind of want to do something in a similar vein. Maybe not make a video out of it, more so I'll keep y'all updated on the status of it via these daily episodes. However, alright, I had remembered / found out, more like I remembered, Resident Evil Code Veronica X does exist outside of, you know, the fact that it's never ever getting a remake. It does exist in the form of an HD re-release that came to the PlayStation. I want to say it was, I think, the same time that Resident Evil 4 also got an HD re-release on modern consoles as well. And when that happened, I decided essentially, hey, I got the perfect idea. For some reason, Code Veronica never got a PC release when it was, you know, when like the HD versions came out of RE4 and also Code Veronica on every other console, but Steam never got it. So in my mind, I'm like, hey, I got the perfect idea. All right, bada boom, I got this. I recalled that it had come out on PlayStation, and at the same exact time, you guys are gonna think this is really dumb, but I swear to you, I also recalled, hey, wait a minute, I own a PS5. And so I decided, you know what we're gonna do here is we're gonna find the red room, which should be gonna be over here. Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be over here. I decided, you know what, man? I got a PS5, and I've been, you know, essentially spurred into action to play Resident Evil again. What if I bought the Code Veronica remake on, or not remake, I bought the Code Veronica re-release on PS5 and I played it then. And so that's literally, I'm not even joking, that's literally what I did. I bought it, I think, like 2 weeks ago. I hadn't played it, and I decided, you know what? This nice and lovely weekend, I'm gonna go ahead and play it. I'm gonna start playing it. I have gotten up until the Steve section. I did past the Steve section, and I believe I am entering what is known as the... It's like a, not the mansion, but it's like a castle. It's the Alexei, the Ashford Castle, it looks like. However, I'm gonna be real with you, there is a giant downside. Might be wondering, Tony, what is said downside? I'm gonna be completely honest with you. The downside is I am currently at danger. There are 5 enemies in my way that are awful. No, yes, there was, or no, I think it's 4. There's one in the room that you spawn in, and then there's one in the room where like you do your initial puzzle, and then there's 2 more as you're going up to the very front of the castle, and then in the castle there was 1 more that had actually got me. But essentially, I am on danger. I am walking through essentially 4 enemies that are like Mr. Fantastic, dog. I'm not even joking. 4 enemies that are like Mr. Fantastic. They got stretchy powers, making it nigh impossible for me to do anything. And it's awful, because at the very end, right in front of the doorway, there is a red herb. I have 2 green herbs. I don't want to waste eating 1 green herb to go from danger to caution. So what my plan is, you might think this is stupid, but this is genuinely my plan. What my plan is to do is I'm gonna have the giant, you know, huge brain idea of I'm gonna go ahead and just run. I just need to be on my Ultra Beast juke mode and just run all the way to the, what's it called? To the castle, to the front door, get the red herb, mix the red and green to get me a full heal, and then just full send it into the castle with now full health. And then once I'm in the castle, I mean, we gotta explore. We're just gonna see what happens. And I'm gonna be so real with you, I think I died a grand total of like 10 times trying to execute this plan. It is a very, no, I don't want to say high volume plan, but I'm gonna be real with you, the plan is not good. It exists for the sole purpose of trying to save me as much health slash, you know, whatever in the long run, in the grand scheme of it all, which is genuinely true. I'm gonna be so real with you. It's genuinely how the plan kind of formulated slash came to be. Is I was aware doing this is dumb, and I am most likely literally getting one shot by these enemies. However, if I can dodge and survive and make it through, I can reach this herb that will get me back to full, and if I'm back to full, I'll be perfectly fine. I won't have to worry anymore. And it will, in the end, in the grand scheme of things, it will save me one green herb that I can potentially use later down the line in a tough situation. I'm weighing my options, and to me, the best option is to essentially just keep retrying and tank it and hope I can save an herb by the end of it all, essentially. I just gotta try my best. Because if I can do it, I save me an herb that can maybe save my life later down the line. However, the game is, well, it's a classic Resident Evil. So, tank controls. Not to say I'm not familiar with tank controls. I have played God knows how many hours of RE2. I am insanely familiar with tank controls. The only, and RE4, because RE4 has like pseudo tank controls as well. The only issue, alright, the only issue that really stems from this entire plan is these enemies are not enemies I'm used to. And I'm gonna be real with you, at least for me, they're not necessarily easy to dodge either. These enemies are genuinely kind of hard. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. The enemies are like genuinely kind of hard. So it's been making it a struggle. It's been making it a hassle, man. I'm gonna be so real with you, and it's what's got me worried. It's genuinely what has me worried for my plan, because my plan is going to save me having a very hard time later on in the game, essentially, but I'm having like a tough time now. And it kind of sucks, you know what I mean? Thank you, Brainworm. You're very lovely slash useful in these trying times. Why did he like... Why'd he freeze? Is this guy low-key the greatest Isaac player of all time? What's up, bruh? And I'll be Delirium too. Oh, I'm locked in, baby. Anyways. Yeah, we'll see. I'll update you guys on how the Code of Veronica's going. It's a very fun game so far. I played it way long ago with my brother. Absolutely amazing game. This is why I hold it so highly, and I'm surprised many other people don't. But replaying it again, it is insanely fun. But, you know, like I said, I'll keep you all updated. Anyways, want to thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy, greatly appreciate it. Hope you guys have a good day and or good night, depending on time reviewing this. Catch you on the next one. Peace out.